6. So I don't know, the last video I left kind of a cliffhanger, which I don't like to do those things, but I didn't have everything locked in yet to actually be able to announce what I was going to do and what I wanted to do. And I don't think I've actually ever clearly said what this channel is about. So this channel is actually not about doing all sorts of cool things with boats and helicopters and airboats and dirt bikes and four-wheelers and side-by-sides and everything else that is awesome and American. But it's actually a first responders, veterans channel to help people. I started this a long time ago, probably 2015. We're a certified 501c3. Through that tax government, if you donate to us, I send you a receipt and you get your, tax write-off or whatever it's going to be. So my plan was, since I've retired from the Army, or I'm retiring, and it's my last little hoorah, I get out of active duty on the 28th. My goal was to really boost this up, and I kind of understand what people are going through. I kind of understand the physical, emotional fight that happens probably on a daily basis. I struggle with a few of those things. I know a lot of friends that struggle with a few of those things, including cops, firefighters, and EMS and things like that. I actually passed this morning a really bad wreck, and the amount of gruesome gore that had to have been seen by the cops, firefighters, and EMS guys has got to be traumatic and traumatizing. It kind of numbs you. As I was doing this every day when I was a cop, you kind of just got numb to it. But it does take a physical, mental toll on you. And my goal was, to use this 501c3, partner with other guys, and kind of help those people. They had like a dual prong effort where we brought the community in. We brought the first responders into a different side of the community, and did things with kids and kind of showed kids, hey, cops aren't all bad. Firefighters are not always the good people. They're generally the good people, and there's not of that way, but they are good people. They're not good people, but they're good people. But they're just as good as everyone else, and everyone's here to help. So that was like the main message, main goal. As I went back into active duty and a few other things happened, it was very hard to help and did law school and things like that. It was very hard to run the 501c3 the way I had been running it, and I just couldn't really get there. So as I started to wind down active duty and come into this, my goal was to buy a piece of property. I'd saved up some money, going to donate it to the 501c3, buy a piece of property in Steenahatchee, Florida, and run a veterans, or it's not just veterans, I say veterans, but it's like a heroes, first responders, everybody retreat that I could bring people out to, run them on the boat that we're rebuilding, put them in the helicopter if they want to go flying, put them on the airboat, all free of charge. All, hey, you come out, you drive through the gates, and everything else is taken care of for you. Just bring your food and family, and that it was the goal. So I think that I'm going to have to change tactics because it's very hard to find honest people. I had a contract on the piece of property out there in Steenahatchee, and the owner, as soon as I went under contract, the owner was like, hey, everything's buildable, everything's fine, everything's good. Turns out, in the AE flood zone for Florida, which if anyone ever knows, you got to build 13 feet in the air. So when I went to go pull the building permits and talk to the building department, she told me that none of my plans had 13-foot footings, and none of my plans were 13 feet in the air, and that she wasn't going to be able to do the approval. So we had to pull out of that deal. This is one of several deals that I've just had to pull out of because of the dishonest sellers and dishonest real estate agents and dishonest people that when you go to buy land, they're like, hey, do your own due diligence. We don't really know anything about it. Yeah, we've owned it for 30 years, but, it is what it is. It's just dishonest. So I'm on my way to the county tax auction. I am going to buy some tax properties here in the state of Florida, or here in the St. Johns County, which is in the state of Florida. And I'm going to do what I can to raise some money and probably give one of these properties away. Depending on how much we can get it for and depending on how much it is, I am going to try to give it away. I have to, of course, see, I'm not going to give something to somebody that's just completely useless. So after we do our due diligence and get everything put together, we will end up listing a few of them, but I also want to try to do a giveaway and go from there. With the giveaway, I think I'm going to try to do this more often. I think that I want to, have people sponsored. I also want to, if you want to come out, there's a great writing out there and where I'm getting ready to buy these pieces. And that you want to come out and maybe we can give some riding trails away, or some camping, or just to get people away. There's great fishing up here in St. Johns County, and there's lots of St. Augustine's right down the road. So maybe we can still do what we want to do with these pieces of property on top of giving them away, because they're not going to cost me an arm and a leg. And we can just kind of make this, still envision the focus and get it done. So that's kind of it. I got removed. My lease was up, or my thing was up with the homeowner of the place I was storing my stuff. He had to grade some stuff, so I had to get all the trailers out of there, the boat out of there. On top of that, the leaves were really getting really bad, so it was kind of tainting the fiberglass stuff, and it was a nightmare. So the boat's currently in my house. It will end up moving to these new pieces of property as soon as we get it done. But I am currently working on it. I do have some footage that you'll see here in a minute, and go from there. But I don't know if they're going to let me tape the St. Johns County tax auction. It's an in-person auction only, and you can't do it online. And I have to get there 15 minutes ahead of time, so I'm on my way up there. But I will do what I can, and maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go straight into the boat video, maybe we won't. But stick by. I don't think that asking for subscriptions and things like that is very helpful. I kind of do it to remind you, hey, just hit the button if you need to. But that's ultimately going to help the mission and help the momentum and the way forward. So it's free to subscribe, free to like, drop a comment, get the YouTube algorithm processing everything. It's a very small channel right now. I'd love to get as much outreach as possible to the other 501c3s and partner. And if you have a 501c3, put it in the comments below. I'll go on Facebook. I'll like it. I'll do whatever I can to promote yours, and maybe we can do something together. So subscribe, do the follow thing, help us out, and we as a group will further this mission to help the first responders of the nation and the veterans of the nation ease the burden that they've endured. My 20 years has not been easy. Sometimes they're easier than others, but ultimately it got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. Things are changing. America's changing. I don't know if it's for the best or for not. I'm still a very big patriotic guy, still fly an American flag. So watch the rest of the video, skip through, look at what you gotta do. But we're ultimately gonna, at the end of this video, we're gonna have some gel coat somewhere. I don't know what that's gonna be, but we'll start putting it down. So go ahead and follow, subscribe, help us out, be part of the mission, and we'll work on it together. Appreciate it. All right, so I got back from the auction, and they wouldn't let me tape anything. So I've changed, rocking the old Army shirt, and we're gonna go ahead and get this hitch installed. So a little follow on, I ended up buying two properties. One was one of the ones that I wanted. It's out there in the middle of nowhere, and it's gonna be great for the things that we wanna do. The other one was a cheap property that just happened to pop up and stay under my 30% rule of buying tax deeds. And I'm hoping we can make some money so we can sponsor some vets and some guys to come out and do some mudding or do some whatever, camping, spend a weekend out here and have fun for general rec. So I've already been to the county. So I've already been to the building department, zoning and everything else, and they are going to allow us to build out there. But I don't think I'm building a house. Actually, I know I'm not building a house. The property will be listed for sale because we're going to do this again. And basically, this is all just to fund the United Peacekeepers channel and fund this mission to help people and vets and things like that. So it is 2023. We are branching off into this new thing. If you want to sponsor a vet, leave his name or tag him in a comment, do something, put it in the below, subscribe, do all the other stuff. And we are definitely going to give away a weekend up here. Preferably if they have, you know, a side-by-side or a 4x4 or even a two-wheel drive. We'll take them out into the swamp and do some stuff. And then we will also take them fishing over in St. Augustine. So I don't know when we're going to do all that, but start tagging the people that you want to get up here. And then also follow the link below to the PayPal me donation page, and you can sponsor the vet. You can put gas in the boat. You can put gas in the skid steer or the side-by-side. You can put fuel and food in the camper so that they can stay here. You can do all sorts of stuff with that money. So go ahead and check out this video. Do some like, subscribe if it helped you out. First time installing a gooseneck, but spent all that money on a gooseneck and a skid steer, so I've kind of got to get the truck ready to be able to pull it, so I don't have to borrow my buddies all the time. And we'll go from there. So watch it, like it, and check it out. Hope it helps. All right, so these are the components. I bought this kit on eBay. It's actually a pretty decent kit. The box got destroyed, but it's got some pretty thick plate. It looks like 1/2 inch or quarter inch maybe. Yeah, quarter inch plates. They go on the side. It's got all the hardware, the L brackets, and the gooseneck plate, the ball, and then these are the big things, that, the braces that go across the bed. It came with some pretty detailed instructions. Oh, there's the U brackets in there also. So it came with some pretty good instructions. I've got to find them. I hope I didn't throw them away. I don't think I threw them away. But I also lost a camera, and I don't know where that went either. So I'm sure my son, when he was cleaning the truck, took out the directions. All my daughter's stuff. Ooh, maybe those are them. Those are them. Found them. Found them. All right. So here's this. Look at that save. Look at that save. I dropped the camera. Hit it. Awesome. These are not the directions. These are for the skid steers bucket or other thing. I think I was showing. They're in here. They're in here. Look at all this stuff. Can't wait to move out to the new spot. Or a new spot. I know I put them in here. They're over there. They're over there on the golf cart. All right. Oh, I can't wait for this boat to be done. If anyone wants to volunteer to help me with this stupid boat, please do so. Let me know. All right, here they are. So, get this stuff on eBay. Not affiliated with them at all, but it was a economically cheap hitch. Probably came from China, unfortunately, but it is what it is. You can kind of see, it gives some pretty good instructions. I mean, they're written pretty well. They're in English. There's no other, but it's pretty straightforward. You know, you put the brackets. So these plates will go right about there in the middle. Probably gonna take the tire off. Don't need to take the tire off because there's plenty of room in there. But I think for ease of installation, I'm gonna take the tires off, jack it up, and that way I can throw it on. And why not? I mean, I got the air jack, so. So we loosely put the brackets onto these two spots with the bolt, and that's in like number 2, which is right there actually. So number 6. All this stuff I've already done. Place the carriage bolts, unpack everything, make sure it all works, blah, blah, blah. So that's all gonna go on, and then we'll go from there. So check it out. Well, I'm already all dirty, so there's a big dent in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a piece of wood, and I hope the wood is long enough. This will not work. Try to slide it up in there with the air jack and dent it up. I'll show you the dent I'm talking about. Oh, well, it's that dent right there. You can see it. There's a motor sitting on it. Stupid. I'm an idiot sometimes. Hold on. See if we can get this motor moved. It's actually not interfering at all, but you can see the dent. So this dent right here is the one I'm working with, and it won't allow the gooseneck to go up. So we're gonna get the air jack out, and we are going to jack it up with the compressor. What a process. Jacked up. Need to go for it, right? I think she worked. Ow. So you can kind of see that it bowed up. You can kind of see that it bowed up a little bit. I should be able to slide that piece up in there, get it locked in. Hopefully that camera is recording all this, and you can see it. Well, another piece of wood's okay. So, there we go. So you can see that I got the member over now, and that wood is pushing that up, so I should be able to slide the other one in pretty easily, the front one. There we go. We are in like flint, if that's a thing. Now I just hope I put the right one in the right spot. Let's see. Double check. Now I gotta flip that one around. Yeah, I get them right. So the round pieces go on the outside. So we're good. All right, let's get the next one in there. Hope you guys can see that. I got it slid up there. Oh, I lost my thing here. My ears are all sweaty. All right, so let's hope that I can push this thing that way after I release the bottom jack. Perfect. So that's what she looks like. Spaced apart like that. I have to drill a hole up top. I'll get the plates on now. And you can kind of see where they're at. There's one. And there's the other one. So we'll get the plates on there. Heck yeah. Take the plates. It matters. What side is what. These the same, so looks like these two, vehicle forward, these two go toward the front. So this is the left side, right side. slid on, and then that gets centered on that whole thing. I don't know where it went, but here it is. You can see it. Slide a bolt through there. And this is how you put it together. So you got all these things, and then it tells you like the number and everything like that. Saw me do all that, but there's parts right there. So we count, see what the deal is here. See if we can get this stuff done. So there's those things. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the washer on, and it fits on this side. And then we are going to loosely install the nut. Loosely install that nut. Loosely that. And we're gonna work on one side at a time. We don't mess anything up. I tell you what, it's a whole new level of working on stuff and YouTubing it. A whole new level of complicated, because you gotta get the film and the cameras and everything else set up and drop stuff. 2 of these blocks, or 4 of these blocks. The big one, the smaller one, they're not very thick. So this one was a 5/8 block. So measure this. Tape and measure. That's a 5/8 because this one's a 1/2. Nope, more than 5/8. 3/8, so that's 3/8. That's 3/8, that's 5/8. So it does want the big one. Go from there. Throw that in. It wants one of these things. So there's the hole. There's this thing. And then it wants on the back side. It doesn't tell you what it wants on the back side. So, oh yeah, it does. 7 and 5. So the same thing. One of these and one of these. What it looks like. I'll do that real quick and see if I can loosely attach this thing to it. So I made a boo-boo. You've got to put in these bolts that go here before you even put these things up in the truck. It doesn't say that in directions, or my directions, so understand that. Or you gotta lift the bed. I'm not doing the bed, so gotta take them back out. So here's what we got. Gooseneck's put in, kinda. I still have to put the washers in, but I lost a washer and a nut. So I'm gonna put those in a minute, and then try to find that other nut. It's gotta be up here somewhere. Probably on one of these bed rails or frame rails. Comment and see if it's down there. I can't see, so I'm hoping that it is. But I don't see it. Maybe it's on that side. This sucks. Man. Tighten everything up real quick. Got the nuts on. So I'll tighten the bed frame stuff up and then tighten the other thing up and then go ahead and cut the hole so I know it's lined up. So, kind of knowing me, if I use the directions and I try to drill that hole by measuring from the top, I'll never get it. So, I'm going to take the drill and I am going to drill from the bottom, and hopefully it's long enough to punch through and give me a reference point. And it looks like it's going to be, which is good. So, let's see here. So that's cool. That's awesome. What the heck just happened? It looks like it broke the damn drill bit. Oh, I hope it popped through. Yep, there it is. Right there. Cool. So, there it is. Hopefully that's the middle of our thing. See if we can get it to pop back down in there. There we go. Gotta get this motor. This motor's probably going to the property here soon. Uh-oh. There it is. So, take our ball. Set it here. Our hole saws out. Actually, probably good. Let's see how you look. Yeah, it's a little better. try that one first. Let's see if we can do here.
Like a glove. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Boop. Gooseneck time. First time I ever used that thing. I love it. Use that fiberglass. All right, so let me show you the rest of the stuff we did. Ball's in there. You can see it. I attached this handle. Just locks the ball into place. Lock it open. Change the ball and then shut it. So that's installed. Next thing is going to be to drill the holes for the safety necks, or the safety chain hitches. We'll do that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pilot hole the first one on this, wherever it is. There it is. I'm going to pilot hole those with the angle drill, and then I get on top and I will put it the other way. So, see how it goes. So we got the safeties in there. We'll go up onto the truck. And they're sticking out right there. We gotta put the springs and all the hardware on there so they stay down, and go from there. So, fun times. All right, so overall, we're done. Got a bunch of extra hardware. I don't know where it goes, but the directions don't have anything in them about it. So I've got the
springs installed. We've got the safety chain installed, the ball installed. Everything's installed, it's tight. I give the kit an overall, say 6.5 to 7. This seems like a good quality kit, but my instructions came either half or non-existent. But look, we found, got a washer. So we have found a washer. I bet there's a nut in the grass here somewhere for us. But all in all, it's tight. I'm gonna clean up everything and go from there. But we now have a gooseneck installed, and I'm super excited about that. The next video you see of this type will be of me clearing a piece of property and getting the skid steer ready. So stay tuned. If you don't know what a Cat 257B2 is or how it works, just watch the next video and you'll see it. So go from there. Have fun.